East Oakland, California. This is for the News Network. What's up, Penny?
Hey, what's up? We are the Poverty Scholars. Yeah, that houseless mama, that houseless daughter, the one you just passed on the street and didn't give a dollar. Yeah, we the poor people, and I'm rocking my jailhouse attire because me and my poor mama did the poverty crime of just trying to stay alive in this holler. Yeah, tonight, once again, we have our ongoing gentrification report, and we have a couple special guests.
Yes, San Jose's in the house, right?
San Jose's in the house. We serve the people, right? And before we get to our special guests, I just want to give a shout out to Joey Villarreal, Jose Villarreal, who is one of our powerful post-plantation prison scholars, and also Dan in San Jose, to so many other cats who are right here in this stolen East Oakland routine where homefulness is. And just to say that for folks who don't know, Poor Magazine has been doing our ongoing research. We actually, that's called Poor People Research, not academic research, of ruthless radio. And people need to check it out because the last one was in the post-gentrifucked mission, La Mission in San Francisco, where people aren't even allowed to sit, much less stand, sit, or live while unhoused, right? But of course, like we already know, as poor folks, as folks in struggle, as indigenous peoples in resistance, before we were unhoused, we had a roof. And so that's why, it's so important that we do these resistances to what we call gentrification. And again, tonight we're blessed to have a powerful scholar, a fellow poverty scholar and resistor from Serve the People in San Jose, Jocelyn Hernandez. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
For sure. If you can tell listeners and viewers, a little bit about what Serve the People did. We actually met you guys on the crazy stolen land tour we did in Googlelandia. And we just have been following your work because, like us, you have no time for the politricksters and the poverty pimps. But maybe you could tell listeners and viewers a little bit about your work.
Yeah, thank you. So Serve the People is, I'm going to Serve the People. So Serve the People is essentially a group of community folks from San Jose that got together and essentially decided that enough was enough. We joined forces and kind of had conversations following the announcement almost a year ago in June where the mayor announced that Google and the city were going to enter into negotiations. And so the proposed project was then presented to the public as something new, as something that could bring 10,000 jobs, kept mentioning and alluding to taxing. And so it's kind of like an incredible project. But just understanding as community from San Jose what these type of projects mean when the community isn't involved in a democratic manner, we saw this not as an opportunity to meet the needs or meet the priorities of the community, but rather another testament of the effort to displace us. And so we understand that Google as a project doesn't represent opportunity for us, but more so a threat to our families and the community stability that we fight so hard to maintain here in San Jose.
Right, exactly. And, one of the things that we learned when we went down there was that, they did not actually, build housing for themselves. Rather, they just came in like colonizers and took all the, working class, people's housing, and now that's caused the rents to rise. But that now they're building this multi, $1 million or $1 billion housing project, right? That is just for them, right? So there's no give back, right? And so it's more of this weird gated community for the tech world. And you know, this the rich get richer, and the rest of us are, you know, lucky if we got a crumb. I know that you guys have an action coming up on May 31st. Could you tell listeners and viewers about that?
Yes, so the action actually is taking place from May 27th and May 29th, and it's going to be a 3-day walk that we will be walking over to Google. And so the reason that we are choosing to march and step up to Google is essentially moving this belief that San Jose is just going to stand by while our communities continue to be displaced. And so, taking a stance that's more proactive, we are organizing ourselves to have this 3-day march to Google to really make it clear to Google and to the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, that San Jose is not going to, like I mentioned, not going to stand by and let our communities be torn. That we have not been included in any community engagement process, and the community engagement process that has been presented is incredibly phony with individuals that already have economic stake in the project. And so the community engagement board, or SAG as they call it, does not reflect us. And so because of that, we're coming out of the shadows, and we hope and we invite everybody to join us. You don't have to join us for all 3 days, although we would love that. We will have food, we will have music, we will be having just all the materials, and love to hold that space as we essentially show up to Google and let them know that you're not just going to come into our city without going to us first. And so if there's any way that you would like to join either 1 or 2 days, if you would like to volunteer, if you would like to donate, the solidarity works so many different ways, and the spirit can be felt in various ways, and we would appreciate for the community to come together and really understand that it will take all of us united to take down this Goliath of a monster. Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's beautiful. Orale. I just want to say this too, that I don't know, you know, I know that you're mostly working class and people of color movement. We also hooked up with some conscious folks with race and class privilege down in San Jose, which of course you'd be surprised, but there's a few, right? Who are part of a new surge down there. And if it's okay with you guys, we'll also give them this information too, and put it on to anyone else who wants to join, right? But it's really about conscious folks actually speaking back to, like you said, this basically giant Goliath of a monster that essentially is moving like the colonizers, you know, the first colonizers who stole this indigenous territory. It's really no different. It's just that now that we're on the digital streets, right? And now, right? And now the product is, you just can't see it, and guns, you don't necessarily feel them. They don't draw blood, but they actually destroy us just as much, right? Much love you. If people need more information about how to get in touch, the best way is to social media. Is there a phone number at all, or?
We have a Facebook, so the people San Jose. They're also more than welcome to look us up on Twitter or on Instagram.
Okay.
And so you are more than welcome to reach us through any of those ways. We are very receptive. And if you would like to spread the word out, we would love that. This project, if it goes through, will impact everyone. And we're already seeing how the greed in the city is already impacting people that we originally thought were middle class.
That's right.
Now can't even afford rent, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, we love you, and we're going to do our best to put this out as far and wide. And, you know, we're hunted with y'all. So thank you so much for being on Poor News Network.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Okay, gracias. Much love.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, much love. Thank you so much.
Amor, bye-bye.
So that was San Jose, and I wanted to couple of things. Last week we talked about Chicago, and I was talking to a couple of friends of mine in Chicago, and come to find out that Access Living, an independent living center in Chicago, is taking the federal government to court for a lack of housing. So that's in the court coming up. Chicago has it really bad with housing and people with disabilities. It's been like 10 years of no housing for people with disabilities. So Access Living is gonna take that to court, and I'll be thinking about it more coming in the coming weeks. And I have a little clip, but I think we don't have time for it. But if we do, so we'll play that little clip. This is the news from Chicago, and they go deeper into the issue of this lawsuit.
Watch your team at 10. Kathy Brock, Alan Krzyzewski, Cheryl Burton, meteorologist Cheryl Scott, and sports with Mark Gianrico. ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 10.
The city of Chicago tonight accused of not providing enough affordable housing to people with disabilities. So now a group is taking the case to court.
The bottom line is that Chicagoans with disabilities are left in terrible settings on account of the city's failure to give.
Access Living is suing Chicago, claiming that tens of thousands of units built over decades were not accessible to people with disabilities, and that as a result, people have been forced into nursing homes and homeless shelters instead. The city of Chicago not returning our calls this afternoon for comment.
So we'll talk about it more. I have connections to Access Living, but like of housing is international. So once again, Chicago, and you've been listening to KEXU 96.1 FM.
We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come right back to live. So those of you tuning in or watching, check back. We're going to be actually talking about a frightening new ableist law being put out by Scott Wiener. It actually basically incarcerates disabled houseless people through the settler colonizer concept of conservatorship. So we'll be right back to you in 2 minutes.
Titus, did you hear